Are we connected?
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, Dandavat Pranam, all glories to Srila Prabhupada and Guru Maharaj. You can start the call, Prabhuji.
Okay, thank you very much. Namo Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prishtaya Bhutale Srimati Bhakti Vedanta Swami Niti Namane Namaste Saraswati Devi Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Deshatanya Om Jnana Timirandhasya Jnananjana Shalaka Chakshurun Militanjena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namah Namashishtam Hanumapi Sachiputram Atra Sarupam Rupam Tasagajam Urapurim Atirim Goshtavatim Radha Kundam Girivaram Maho Radhika Madhavasam Praptayasya Pratita Kripaya Shri Gurum Tam Natusmi Vande Vande Rupa Sanatano Raghujugo Shri Jiva Gopalago Vande Nantad Bhateshayam Shri Chaitanya Mahaprabhum Nichopi Yat Prasadat Sad Bhakti Shastra Pavartaka Nityanandamaham Nomi Sarvanandakaram Param Harinama Param Devam Avaduta Sharomanim Krishnaya Vasudevaya Devaki Nandanaya Cha Nandagopa Kumaraya Govindaya Namo Namah Taptakanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishabhanu Sute Devi Pranamami Haripriya Panchakopatrabhishta Kripa Sindhubheva Cha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Narayanam Namaskritya Naram Chaiva Narotamam Devim Sarasatim Vyasam Tato Jayamudiyare Nashta Priyesha Baddeshu Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya Bhagavata Yuttama Shloke Bhaktir Bhavati Nashtaki Krishne Swadamo Bhagate Dhamma Jnanadi Visaha Kalo Nashtadha Shamesha Paranako Dunodita. We're very fortunate to be reading Srimad Bhagvatam, Canto 6, Chapter 18, Text 43. Pratishutam tadamiti vachastanda mrisha bhavet badham narhati chendropi tatvedam upakalpate. Pratishutam, promised, dadami, I shall give, iti, thus, vachaha, statement, tat, that, na, not, mrisha, false, bhavet, can be, vadham, killing, na, not, arhati, is suitable, cha, and, indra, api, also, tatra, in that connection, idam, this, upakalpate, is suitable. Translation, I promise to give her a benediction, and this promise cannot be violated, but Indra does not deserve to be killed. In these circumstances, the solution I have is quite suitable. Purport by His Divine Grace, Srila Prabhupada. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Kashyap Muni concluded, quote, Diti is eager to have a son who can kill Indra, since she is a woman, after all, and is not very intelligent. I shall train her in such a way that instead of always thinking of how to kill Indra, she will become a Vaishnava, a devotee of Krishna. If she agrees to follow the rules and regulations of the Vaishnava principles, the unclean core of her heart will certainly be cleansed. End quote. Cetodarpanamarjanam. This is the process of devotional service. Anyone can be purified by following the principles of devotional service in Krishna consciousness. For Krishna consciousness is so powerful that it can purify even the dirtiest class of men and transform them into the topmost Vaishnavas. So I wanted to comment on this paragraph. This is a controversial thing. Kashyapa Muni is saying here that since she is a woman, after all, she is not very intelligent. So why is that? Why is it that women are considered less intelligent? There's important things to consider in this regard. First of all, we should be careful how we present this knowledge to society, because Most women will be offended. What do you mean? Not intelligent. I'm intelligent. And that's true. Women are also intelligent, but we should define what it means when we say someone is intelligent. Intelligence means, according to Srila Prabhupada, the ability to discriminate matter and spirit. Women are not meant by nature to discriminate matter from spirit. They're meant to be attached to home, attached to husband, attached to children. This, from the absolute spiritual point of view, is considered less intelligent, because what is a home? It's a sandcastle. Just like children go to the beach and they have little buckets and spades and they make castles and homes and roads and cars and trees, and they make a reality in the sand. But as soon as the tide comes in, the whole thing's finished. So our existence in this world is like that also. But women by nature are attached to home. And that's a good thing, because the home and family unit is the building block of society. They're not meant to be detached. That's for sannyasis, for brahmacharis. Grihastha families, and in particular women, were the key, the building block of society, of functioning family units, need to be attached to their social duties. It's not that husband and wife come together and create a baby, the baby comes out, okay, you're on your own. I'm detached. I'm renounced. I'm going to Vrindavan. I'm going to Mayapur. I'm going to go Haridwar and live in a cave and meditate. And the kid is on his own. Children need to be cared for and loved. If they're not, they grow up crooked. This is the responsibility of women, and primarily women, because if kids don't grow up with mother's love, they grow up crooked. Because who is mother? Mother is our first guru. She teaches us how to eat, where to put, I mean, you watch little kids, right? They want to put food in their ear and their eye. No, it goes in your mouth. Who teaches us that? Who teaches us how to eat, how to dress, what is safe, what isn't safe, how to use the bathroom, how to tie your shoe, how to cut your nails, brush your hair? They teach us everything. Mother is our first guru. Such a respectable, honorable, worshipable position in society. But from the absolute point of view, women can be said to be unintelligent because of attachment. But this is the role they play in society. This is the role they're meant to play in society. In later life, because women also have not formal sannyas, we don't give women sannyas and saffron and danda. But in renounced life, when children are gone and settled, then her time is to be completely dedicated to spiritual pursuit. But this is the role that grihastha men and women play in society. It can be said to be less intelligent because of attachment to home, attachment to husband and wife and children and family. These things are all, as described in Bhagvatam, like leaves coming down a river. They make a little eddy in the current of the water, and they're together from some time. And then in due course of time, they all continue down the road. Or another example, residents of a motel. You check into the motel and you're all together for some time, but the next day you check out, or a few days later you check out. You're together for some time, and then everyone goes their own way. This is the ultimate destination of every family unit. Husband dies and wife cries. Wife dies, husband cries. Husband and wife, the family cries. It's a crying sandwich. When we're born in this world, we cry. We're welcome to this world with a swat on the butt. The doctor smacks us on the butt to make us breathe, and we cry. And when we leave, everybody cries. This is the nature of the world. This is the irreducible truth, the naked truth of material life. Incontrovertible, irrefutable truth of material life. So why are we attached? We should be attached to perform our social duties, not premature detachment. That I'm detached from my wife, and then the next thing you know, he's with another woman or she's with another man. This isn't detachment. We should be attached to our social duty. Husband and wife attached to each other with Krishna in the center. So this is intelligent, to put Krishna in the center. And with that in mind, Srila Prabhupada says something very interesting that I looked up on the folio. He said about Kunti Maharani, quote, although Kunti had the body of a woman, she was a devotee. Therefore, she was not like an ordinary, unintelligent woman. Rather, she was the most intelligent, for she recognized Krishna to be the Supreme Personality of Godhead. And in another place, therefore, anyone who is in Krishna consciousness and discharging the duties nicely, he is the most fortunate man, most perfect man. That is, Kunti Devi is humbly submitting. Although his womanly body, she is a devotee. She is not like ordinary woman, less intelligent. She is the most intelligent. She has recognized Krishna. That Krishna is the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Although he has come up to me materially as my nephew to offer me respect, but he is the Supreme Personality of Godhead. This is the meditation of Kunti. You read beautiful, heart-melting prayers of Kunti Maharani in the second chapter, the second canto, Srimad Bhagvatam. Such beautiful prayers. Alaksham sarvabhutanam antarbahir avastitam. It says that you're the Supreme Personality of Godhead. But you're unknown, unseen, unappreciated. Although you're within everything, you're inside everything, you're outside of everything. You're the super soul, you're within every atom. You're everywhere, but the world can't see you. You're like an actor on a stage. Actor on the stage has his identity outside of the role he's playing. So Kunti understands that Krishna is the Supreme Lord, but he's playing the role of a nephew, of a loving, respectable nephew, and he's offering obeisances to Kunti. The Supreme Lord sees Krishna's loving affection for his devotee. He's offering his obeisances to Kunti, bowing down to Kunti. But Kunti understands who is Krishna. Therefore, she is the most intelligent. Born in a woman's body, fulfilling her duty as a mother, 5 boys, single mom. How respectable and dutiful she is. But most intelligent, because she understands Krishna. So as it is also with the ladies in our Krishna consciousness movement. They understand Vasudeva Sarvamiti, Krishna is everything. So what are they? Samahatma Sudurlabha. Most rare Mahatma. Sudurlabha Mahatma. Most rare Mahatma, because they've accepted Krishna as everything. They've accepted Krishna as a goal of life. They've made Krishna the center of their activities. But if a woman wants to become Purusha, this is the disease, because it's also explained in Shastra. Man means, Purush means a man, and Stri means a woman. But in the material world, everybody wants to be Purush. Purush means the enjoyer. Ishwaroham aham bhogi, sadoham balavansaki. Everybody wants to be bhogi, the enjoyer. Now, if a woman wants to be enjoyer, then she becomes less intelligent. She becomes less intelligent if she allows herself to be exploited by a man. This is the weakness of women. Men have this secret mantra by which women are exploited. They say, I love you. I love you. And woman thinks, oh, he loves me. He loves me. But what is the man thinking? When will she sleep with me? When can I enjoy her body? But if she thinks he loves me, then she is available. But what does, think about this. This is an important point. What does love and sex, what is the relationship between love and sex? Nothing. Does sex mean love? It's not love. It is lust, pure and simple lust. But a man seduces women by saying, you're beautiful, you're sexy, I love you, can we sleep together? And women are very much susceptible to the flattery of lusty, unprincipled men. So the solution to this is our varnashram system, where men and women harness this energy. Because if woman's energy, her sexual energy is not harnessed, she creates havoc in society. She needs to be protected. She needs to be loved by a man who actually loves her. Because what does love mean? Love means I take care of you. I serve you. If a man says to a woman, I love you, he says to his wife, Oh, honey, I really love you. Yes, I love you. Do you really love me? Yes, I really love you. If you really love me, can you buy some food? The kids are hungry. Can you fix the roof? Water's coming through the roof. Can you pay the rent? The rent's overdue. Can you pay the electric bill? They're shutting off the electricity tomorrow. Oh, but I love you. Is this love? This is cheating. Love means service. Husband's duty is to love his wife by taking care of her, by honoring her as a Vaishnavi, to respecting her, not simply enjoying her body. This is not love. Two bodies coming together for sense gratification is not love. It can never be love. It is lust. So this is the pitfall of womanly consciousness. They're very attached, very easily manipulated by lusty men who say, I love you. You're beautiful. You're so beautiful. I've never seen such a beautiful woman as you. My God, you're so beautiful. Your eyes are like pools of liquid nectar. Your lips like rose petals. Your hair, so gorgeous, shining black hair. It tells you, you want my, here's an eye. You think they're beautiful? Here, take one. It's a thing. It has nothing to do with love. Prabhupada would tell the story of liquid beauty. A lusty man was attached to a beautiful woman who was also a beautiful Vaishnavi. She was firmly fixed in Krishna Bhakti. And this man was harassing her to enjoy her. So he said, yes, she finally agreed, you can enjoy. Come back in 2 weeks. She took violent purgative, vomiting, passing stool. Her whole body became emaciated and ugly. And she, this is Bhakti Siddhanta, Saraswati Thakur's story. And she kept that vomit and that diarrhea in a pot, in a clay pot with the lid on it. And the man came back 2 weeks later. Where is that beautiful girl? Because it was the same beautiful girl who answered the door. But her body had become thin and wrinkled and emaciated by her fasting and heavy purgatives. Said, where is that beautiful girl? Says, I'm that beautiful girl. No, you're not that beautiful girl. You become wrinkled and old. Where is that beautiful girl? He said, I have separated. I am that girl, but I have separated my beauty and I've kept it in a pot for you. So she showed in the pot full of vomit and diarrhea. This is my liquid beauty that I've separated from my body. And this is what it is. Are we in love with muscles and fat and blood and hair and skin? What is it? This is Maya's power. Bhagavatam says, Matra swasti duhityava navivikta sano bhavet balavan indriya gramo vidvamsam apikarshati. This means that one should not sit on the same asana, on the same seat with one's mother, with one's sister, or with one's daughter. Someone may say, what kind of fallen, low-class person would become agitated by lust and the association of his mother, his sister, his daughter? No, vidvam sam apikarshati. Even the most learned person would become influenced, under the influence of womanly nature. Because his Krishna's Maya. Bhagavatam says, Mama Maya Duratyaya. Balo hi Sri Mashpashya Maya. Just see the mighty power of my Maya in the form of woman. So is this a negative statement about women? No. It's material nature. It's how the world works. Man is attracted to woman. Woman is attracted to men. Yuvatinam yata yuni yunam cha yuvato yata manobiramatam tadvan manobiramatam twayi. Devotee prays, just as young boys are attracted to young girls, young girls are attracted to young boys, let me be attracted to you. The attraction between the sexes is spontaneous. It's how the world works. So the principle of varnashram is to harness that energy. For a woman to be attached to one man, to a man to be attached to one woman. And this is intelligent. Otherwise, if a woman allows herself to be seduced by a lusty man, this is the most unintelligent thing. And this is, why does this happen? Because she wants to enjoy the man. Enjoy his money, enjoy his strength, enjoy his sexual power. And then she becomes unintelligent when she wants to become Purush. We're all created Prakriti. We're meant to be enjoyed by Krishna. Man is meant to be enjoyed by Krishna. He's not Purush. Woman is meant to be enjoyed by Krishna. She's not Purush. When we acknowledge this and live our life according to the principles set out in Shastra, then there can be harmony. There can be happiness in society. There can be harmony between man and woman. No more exploitation. Adharma bibabat Krishna pradushanti kulastraya strishu dushastru varshnaya jayate varnashankar. And this is the other problem. That when women become unprincipled, when they become under the influence of lusty men, degraded men, what is the result? Varnashankara. Unwanted population. And unwanted population spoils the whole society. You examine the qualities of the children that are born in our society. I was shocked. I saw this clip of some little kid, about 3 years old, and he is shaking his hand and he's shouting, Mame kam sharanamraja, hum tum papa sarva papebhyo, moksha is, you surrender to Krishna, you're not your body. He's 3 years old. He's preaching like a sannyasi, like a 50-year-old sannyasi in a tiny little 3-year-old body. Who is this kid? Or you see these little boys, they can hardly reach the end of the mridanga, but they're playing it like a pro. Little tiny Vaishnavis playing harmonium, singing like an angel. These are the children that have come to our families. And you see, what are the children that are born? They don't know who their father is. They don't know, maybe not even who their mother is. What is their character? Hey man, want to buy some drugs? Let's go get high. Let's go party. They're disturbances in society because they're unwanted children. Born by parents. Oh, guess what, honey? I'm pregnant. Oh, gee whiz. In Krishna consciousness, we call a soul to our family. Garbhadan sanskar, a conscious act of worship, where Krishna is the enjoyer, where we send your devotees that we can serve your devotee and push them along the path of Krishna bhakti. This is intelligent. This is Krishna bhakti, most intelligent person. So these things should be understood very carefully, and we're not. When it's said that women are less intelligent, we should understand exactly what that means. And we should be able to explain it to a society that wants to judge us based on this fact. They say you are simply prejudiced towards women. You're exploiting women. You're a misogynist. You have no respect for women. We have more respect because women are protected in Krishna consciousness. If you have a precious diamond ring, or a gold bangle, do you keep it on your porch where anyone could walk by and take it? No, because it's valuable, you protect it. So women are the most valuable asset in human society because they produce the next generation. How can they be neglected? We protect women by marrying them, by giving them children, by giving them comfort, by giving them stability in their life, giving them a home, giving them the necessities of life, caring for them, respecting them, not exploiting them. So the most intelligent woman looks for a husband who will do that for them, not for a boyfriend. A boyfriend can't do that for you. But what is happening in society? It's a society of boyfriends and girlfriends. In Krishna consciousness, we don't have boyfriends and girlfriends. Be married or be celibate. Be married and responsible, or don't associate with women. Don't associate with men. Simple thing. This is intelligent. So these things should be understood very carefully by us because it comes up all the time. That devotees are cast in this unholy, concocted version of spirituality that you exploit women. We are not exploiters of women. We are protectors of women. We refer to women Mataji. Prabhupada said a man can forget his father, but he can never forget his mother. So Mataji is a more respectable term than Prabhu. Anyone's a Prabhu. But Mataji, you have one woman in your life who gives you your body, who trains you, who changes your diapers, who feeds you, who teaches you everything, how much respect we have for Mataji. So we treat every woman like our mother. With the love and feeling we have for our mother, we should treat every woman. Therefore, they're called Mataji, not Prabhu. Prabhu is like saying Mr. and Mr. Patel. There's Mr. and Mrs. Patel. Prabhu is a masculine pronoun. It's not a feminine pronoun. So we say Mataji, and Prabhupada says this many places in his lectures. In the very early days, he referred to Jamuna Prabhu, Sheela, some other Mataji as Prabhu. But his last instruction supersedes all his previous instructions and his previous example. He said that any man should respect any woman he's not married to. He should refer to her with the most respective honorific Mataji. Such a simple thing. And in this way, there can be harmony between the sexes, no exploitation, because Krishna is the center. So we should understand this very carefully, because it comes up in society, that how in ISKCON and in Hinduism, that women are exploited. They're slaves. And not so at all. Being a mother and a wife, a housewife, is the most honorable position in society. Most honorable. When your children are grown, you want to have an occupation and make money, start a business, go out and work. No problem. But that can also be dangerous. Many unhappy things happen in the workplace, where woman separated from her husband becomes under the influence of some lusty man who flatters her and tells her she's beautiful and that he's in love with her. And many marriages have broken because of this thing. So woman belongs in home. This home is her place. It's her castle. She's in charge to take care of the deity, to feed her family, care for her husband. She's the queen of the home. And ladies should be happy to live that kind of life and go back home, back to Godhead. Krishna says in Gita, Mam hi partha vipashratya yebisyo papayonya striyo vaishyas tata shudras tepayanti param gatim. Everybody goes back home, back to Godhead, whoever takes shelter of Krishna. What more we want in life? What more is there in life? Why we're struggling about this occupation, that occupation, this varna, this ashram, blah, blah, blah. If you take to Krishna Bhakti, chant the holy name, you will go back to Godhead. What is more important? What more we want in life? Everyone goes back, whoever takes shelter of Krishna, regardless of social position, economic position, educational position, gender. Everyone goes back, whoever takes shelter of Krishna. This is the essence. Don't get hung up in gender battles, gender qualification and situation. Be Krishna conscious and go back to Godhead. So let's finish this purport here. Prabhupada also speaks about some other very more important things. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's movement aims at this purpose, which is to become Krishna conscious. Narottam Das Thakur says, Branjendra Nandana se Sachi Sutta Hoilo se Balaram Hoilo Nitai Dina Hina Jatta Chilo Harinami Udharilo Tar Sakshi Jagai Madhai. This is a very beautiful song. That Brajendra Nandana say, yea, that Brajendra Nandan means Krishna, the son, the beloved son of Nanda Maharaj. That Krishna, Brajendra Nandan, the most affectionate, loved son, loving son, and loved son of Nanda Baba, becomes Sachi Sutta. Brajendra Sutta becomes Sachi Sutta. Shyama Sundar becomes Gaur Sundar. And Balaram Hoilo Nitai, the Balaram becomes Nityananda. And what are they doing? Dinahina Jata Chilo, the fallen, or sometimes Prabhupada would say Papi Tapi Jata Chilo. The verse is actually Dinahina, but Prabhupada would say Papi Tapi, the poppies, the sinful people, those who are suffering, the tapis. They're Harinam Udharilo, they're being uplifted by Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's Harinam Sankirtan movement. This is the essence of Dharma. Etavane Valokesman Pumsa Dharma Smarat Prita Bhakti Yoga Bhagavati Tan Nama Granadivi. Bhagvatam says that this is Dharma, this is spiritual life. Simply chanting holy name. And it's so important that God himself comes in the form of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu to teach the process, to taste the process of prema by Harinam Sankirtan, and to distribute the process. In this same song, Narottam Das Thakur says, Golokera prema dana Harinama Sankirtana. That Goloka prema, the prema that is tasted by the residents of Goloka, by the Gopikas, by the Gopas, by Nanda and Yashoda and their entourage. That love comes to this material world in what? As Harinam Sankirtan. But what is our problem? Rati na janmi loke nitai. We have no rati, we have no love for this amazing process that Lord Chaitanya, the Supreme Personality of Godhead himself, came to distribute in the form of Harinam Sankirtan. Goloka prem in the form of chanting the holy name of the Lord. So important that God himself comes to distribute it. He traveled all over South India, converting Mayavadis, converting Sri Vaishnavas, distributing the holy name freely. Krishna prema pradayate. This is what it means. What is Krishna prema pradayate? How to give Krishna prema? By giving holy name. Because what is the fruit of Krishna Nam? Fruit of Krishna Nam is Krishna prema. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu came to distribute it. He tasted it himself personally. And he came to this world for this purpose, to distribute, to taste, and to practice it himself. Mahaprabhu would dance high in the air in Rath Yatra, come crashing to the down. Tears, all his associates become drenched from the tears coming from Mahaprabhu's eyes as he chanted the holy name, tasting Radha Prem, Radha Vipralamba Bhav, separation from Krishna. This is the beauty of Rath Yatra, but this is another discussion. Rath Yatra is one of our most essential tattvas, most essential understandings of Krishna Bhakti that was relished, especially by our Srila Prabhupada, who did Rath Yatra even as a child. Even as a child, he's doing Rath Yatra. And for that reason, I saw a picture of the Russian devotees in Siberia or somewhere. And there's 2 feet of snow on the ground. And Jagannath's got a big pugri, his head's wrapped in a big blanket, big turban, and big coat on. And they're pulling Jagannath, Balaram, Subhadra through the snow in a Rath cart in Russia in 2 feet of snow, performing Rath Yatra. Amazing. They're doing Rath Yatra in Indonesia, a Muslim country, in America, in South America, in Europe, all over the world. The world is doing Rath Yatra because of Prabhupada's love for Rath Yatra and the significance of this festival. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu danced like a madman in this festival, bringing Krishna back to Vrindavan, bringing Krishna back from Dwarka to Vrindavan, from Puri temple to Gundicha, from Dwarka to Vrindavan. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu came to taste this and to distribute it. The appearance of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu in this Kali Yuga is especially meant to deliver the fallen souls who are always planning something for material enjoyment. He gave the people of this age the advantage of being able to chant the Hare Krishna mantra and thus become fully pure, free from all material contamination. This is the effect of chanting Krishna's name. This is the most powerful process. Shastra says, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Iti sudashakam namnam kalikama sanasanam nata parataropaya sarva vedeshu drishyate. That this is the essence of all Veda. If in your lifetime, if it were possible for you to go through every single page of Vedic literature, if that was possible, you would not be able to find a more powerful, effective process of self-realization than simply chanting these 16 names of the Lord, Hare Krishna. Because it purifies the heart. It purifies, it burns to ashes. Ajnana atavajnana uttama shloka namayat sankirtitamagam pumso dehedato yatanala. It burns to ashes all our sinful life. Exactly as a field of dry grass is reduced to ashes by fire. So in knowledge, ajnana, atavad jnana, in knowledge or in ignorance. If one chants the holy name of Krishna, then it destroys all sinful life. This is why last verse of Srimad Bhagvatam, after 18,000 verses, Nama Sankirtanam Yasya Sarva Papa Panashanam Pranamo Dukkha Shamanastam Namami Harim Param. After 18,000 verses, what is Bhagavatam telling us? That this is the most auspicious thing. Nama Sankirtanam Yasarva Papa Pranashanam. It destroys our sinful life. It burns it to ashes. Because if we don't destroy the results of our sinful life, how can we get Krishna? Bhagavatam says, Yeshamantagatam papam jananam punya karmanam te dvandamoha nirmukta bhajanti mam dvidavrata. If you want to worship Krishna, if you want to worship him with faith, with determination, dridavrata, one has to become free from sinful life. That is achieved easily, simply by chanting the holy name of Krishna. Just by chanting. Everything is achieved just by chanting the holy name of Krishna. Because with an unqualified, impure heart, how can we get Krishna? Our whole process is to hear about Krishna, to hear the holy name, to hear his katha, his Hari katha, Hari Nam, and that cleanses our heart. Pravishtakara randrena swanam bhava sororuham dunoti shamalam Krishna salilasa yata sharad. Just hearing through our ear, allowing the sound vibration of Krishna Nam, the sound vibration of Srimad Bhagavatam to enter our ear and enter our heart, cleanses everything. Krishna takes his seat in the lotus of your loving relationship in your own heart and cleanses all impure things. Amalam. Our heart becomes amalam. Our problem now, it's samalam. There are many mala, there's many dirty things in our heart. Lust, anger, greed, envy, fear, lust, all inauspicious things in our heart. They're removed by sound. The power of sound vibration removes all of these things from our heart. Can you take a toothbrush and scrub your heart? So get some soap and just start. It's by sound. You can't get that out of your heart by any other process. Because it's subtle. Our chitta, our consciousness is cleansed and Krishna is awakened. Nitya siddha Krishna prema saddha kavanai shravanadi shuddha chitte koreya udoy. Shravanadi shuddha chitte. Our consciousness is cleansed by the process of hearing. Just hearing about Krishna is so powerful. Hearing his name, chanting his name is so powerful. It destroys all of these things, burns them to ashes. This is our process. Prabhupada continues. Thus Kashyapa Muni tried to transform his wife into a Vaishnavi so that she might give up the idea of killing Indra. He wanted both her and her sons to be purified so they would be fit to become pure Vaishnavas. Of course, sometimes a practitioner deviates from the Vaishnava principles and there is a chance that he may fall down. But Kashyapa Muni thought that even if one falls while practicing the Vaishnava principles, he is still not a loser. Even a fallen Vaishnava is eligible for better results, as confirmed in Bhagavad Gita. Swabhavapyasya dharmasya trayate mahato bhayat. Even practicing the Vaishnava principles to a small extent can save one from the greatest danger of material existence. Thus Kashyapa Muni planned to instruct his wife, Diti, to become a Vaishnava because he wanted to save the life of Indra. See, on one side, Diti wants to kill Indra. She has a big grudge against Indra because Hiranyakashipu and Hiranyaksha fought against Vishnu to favor the Lord fought against them to favor Indra. Lord killed Hiranyakashipu, he killed Hiranyaksha to benefit the devatas, to favor the devatas. So Diti wants to get even. Her sons are gone, finished. So she wants to get even by killing Indra. So she's praying for a son to kill Indra. But this is the vengeful mentality. I'll get even. This is rejected in Vaishnava life. If someone offends you, if someone causes anxiety to you, if someone blasphemes you, who marginalizes you, who ignores you, who mistreats you in some way, a devotee accepts that this is my karma. And this person is simply an instrument in my own karma. There's a nice story in Mahabharata about a single mom who was living with her only son in the forest. They maintained their life by collecting wood. So her son was out collecting wood and was bitten by a snake, a venomous snake, and he died. That same snake was captured by a hunter and brought to the woman, the mother of the dead son. And the hunter asked the woman, "What shall we do with the snake? This is the same snake that caused the death of your beloved son, who was maintaining you, who was protecting you, who was providing your every need. Now you're alone. Who will take care of you? Who will you love? What kind of life you're going to have without your beloved son? And this is the snake that's responsible. What shall we do with it? Shall we crush it slowly? Shall we cut it in pieces slowly? Shall we burn it in the fire slowly? Let it suffer for creating so much havoc in your life? What shall we do with the snake?" What did the lady say? She said, "Let it go." Let it go? This snake caused you so much trouble. What do you mean? What are you talking about? Let it go. The lady was a Vaishnavi, an intelligent lady. She could understand that the snake was simply an instrument of her own karma. An instrument from her karma and an instrument for the karma of her son. Let it go. So when someone mistreats us, or there's some circumstance, someone steals from you, someone blasphemes you, someone runs into your car and runs away, some unhappy situation comes to your life created by another person, we should simply see that as an instrument for our own karma. Why is it happening to you and not to somebody else? We're experiencing the results of our own karma. This is created. We create this life. We've created our own life, both positive and negative. Positive side, we don't have a problem. When money comes, when prestige comes, when recognition comes, when some happy things comes to our life, then we think, "Oh yes, very nice. I have done this." But when there's a loss, people want to blame God. Tateno kampam susamikshamano punjana evatma kritam vipakam. Evatma kritam means we have created this life. We created the good things by our previous punya, and we've created the negative things for our punya pap, by our previous sinful life. So why are we complaining? Why should we complain to God? Why should we blame anyone? Whatever has come to us, we have created. Atmakritam vipakam. Atmakritam, I did it. So we need to accept responsibility for our own life. And when things come in a negative way and we feel unhappy, we should be introspective to know that I have created this situation. Therefore, I'm obliged to accept it. Don't blame God. Don't blame another person. Blame yourself. I'm so unfortunate that I've made so many sinful activities in my previous lifetime. Now I'm suffering. Foolish people reject this idea because they have no understanding of a previous lifetime. Srila Prabhupada tells the story of Professor Arquard in Scottish Churches College. They were obliged to attend half an hour Bible study, half an hour brainwash session, half an hour brainwash session in useless Bible. So the professor was challenging their belief system. He said, if there is karma, there can't be karma because there's no witness. There's no one there to judge you. There's no witness to the crime. So how can there be karma? We reject karma. This is ignorance. There is witness. Krishna says, Ishvara sarvabhutanam hridaya janatishtiti. I'm within your heart. I'm seeing everything. Sarvasya chaham hridaya sannivishto. I'm situated sannivishto. I'm there in your heart. I'm seeing everything, every beat of your heart. every breath, every thought, every action for millions of lifetimes. In Bhagavad Gita also, it's explained there. What's that? Upadesh. I'm forgetting the verse. Anyway. No, not this verse. He's saying Upadesh is something Upadesh. Upadeshana mantacha bhokta bharta maheshwara paramatmeti chapyukto dehi smin purushapara. Dehi asmin. There is another person in your body, purushapara, a transcendental person, a witness. God is there. He's upadrashta. Upadrashta means the overseer. He is witnessing everything. He's in your heart. Ishvara sarvabhutanam, sarvasya chaham. He's there witnessing everything. Well, what do you mean there's no one witnessing? The sun is a witness. The moon is a witness. The directions are a witness. The demigods are a witness. Chitragupta is a witness. Chitragupta is Yamaraj's servant, his secretary. Chitra means a painting, a photograph. And Gupta means a secret thing. So he's taking pictures of all your sinful life. You're thinking it's hidden. No one sees. No one knows I've done this thing. Lord knows. Chitragupta knows. Yamaraj knows. The sun knows. The moon knows. The directions know. Demigod knows. Your neighbor may not know, but everyone else knows. So how can they say this is pure ignorance, which is typical of this particular faith? They have no understanding. It's all pure sentimentality. So there is a witness, and we're responsible for our activities. So understanding that, a devotee spends his life in Krishna consciousness. He spends his life serving the Lord. And at the end of life, Chaktva Deham Purna Janma Naiti Mamiti Sarjana makes a permanent solution to all the problems of life. I don't know if you can hear this, but there's huge kirtan going on. The celebration of the appearance of Om Vishnupad Paramahansa Paribrajaka Ashto Tarasati Shishimad Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur Prabhupada is going on. All the Gaudiyamas are in joyful exultation. And ISKCON, we're also Gaudiyama, in joyful exultation, glorifying this extraordinary devotee whose preaching campaign changed the course of history. Changed the course of history. Our Srila Prabhupada has received the choicest blessing as the most favored son, most favored disciple of Srila Prabhupada Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur, who fulfilled all of the desires of Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur. They're making big, huge festival glorifying Saraswati Thakur. But ask yourself, how do the Africans know anything about Saraswati Thakur? The Europeans, the Americans, the Mexicans, the Australians, the Chinese. How does anyone outside of India know anything about Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur? Only by the preaching mission and campaign of our Srila Prabhupada, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada. They don't know anything. He's an unknown personality. Mayapur is unknown. Vrindavan is unknown. Puri is unknown. Were it not for Prabhupada. Prabhupada, empowered by Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur, fulfilled all his desires. He wanted book distribution. He told Prabhupada, if you ever get money, print books. We've printed almost 300 million books. He wanted temples. ISKCON has opened 800 temples and preaching centers. He wanted devotees from all over the world. The Africans are chanting, the Chinese are chanting, the Americans, the North Americans, the Europeans, the South Americans. Everyone's chanting all over the world. Prabhupada wove a garland of the holy name and garlanded the whole world with it. Somewhere, 365 days a year, 7 days a week, 24 hours a day, somewhere in the planet, someone is chanting the holy name because of A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada. So we should not neglect to remember this on the appearance day, the 105th appearance day of Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur Prabhupada. Who was it that fulfilled his desires. That is our Prabhupada. We are extremely fortunate to be connected with such a devotee that was blessed in such a powerful way by Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur Prabhupada. So I'll read the verse again. Just a moment. Translation: I promise to give her a benediction, and this promise cannot be violated. But Indra does not deserve to be killed. In these circumstances, the solution I have is quite suitable. So Kasyapa Muni has to make a solution to this problem. On one side, he's promised his wife. On the other side, he wants to save Indra. So as we read through these verses, we'll understand how he makes a intelligent solution to this problem and satisfy both things. Give his wife promised benediction and to save Indra. Thank you very much for your kind attention. Does anyone have any comment, question, or correction?
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji, Dandavat Pranam. All glories to
Dandavat Pranam.
Pranam. That's such a nice class, reflecting upon the malice of hate generating from the envy, the seed of envy that afflicts the Baddha and its effect on the and its outcome. So and you nicely pointed out so many quoted so many verses in supporting verses and related philosophies. So it was so nice to hear your class and enjoy, and thank you for your kind association. And it was the easy people. I mean, the Baddha the conditional souls blame the Lord for the wrong things and enjoy. I mean, take credit for the right things.
Yes.
Krishna says that in chapter 5 that nadatte kasyachit papam nachaiva sukritam vibhu. So God doesn't take all our making that we are suffering, and unintelligent people do not understand that, and they get into this more and more trouble with that improper understanding. Yeah. And about this Abraham Christian faith through, but I was thinking that Christians are still better than the Mayavadis, because Mayavadis are Aparadhis. Mayavadis are the ones.
Yeah, that's
because,
true.
Yeah, because at least Christians have some form of humility, subjugation. They're subject to God. There's the concept of sin and piety and sin. But the Mayavadis consider themselves the Aham Brahmasmi, the wrong interpretation of Aham Brahmasmi, Tattamasi. So that totally works against the supreme. I mean, the supreme personality Godhead. I mean, that is absolutely. That's why it's so difficult to convert a Mayavadi very, very strongly, Mayavadi, unless he has a great realization or he has been in touch with a pure Vaishnava, like that situation of Sarvadrik Bhattacharya or the other, the Varanasi Pandit, what is his name? Whatever.
Yeah, Srila Prabhupada acknowledged them as Vaishnavas. I mean, if we have a broad definition of Vaishnavism, certainly they're included. As you say, they're personalists. They believe God is a person. They believe in hell and heaven. They believe in sin. They believe in piety. They teach piety.
Yeah.
I mean, there are some Christians that are very, very pious in this world. There's some that are just offering lip service to Jesus Christ. They want to make Jesus Christ their doormat. Wipe their sins on Jesus Christ and go on enjoying. But there's some very pious Christians also in every religion. There's pious Hindus, there's pious Muslims, there's pious Christians, pious Sikhs, Parsis, Jews. We find piety in every religious tradition.
Yeah, yeah.
So we should be careful not to lump everybody in under one.
Yeah, but the Mayavadis are the worst offenders because.
Yeah. Well, they're aparadis. Mayavadi, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said Mayavadi Krishna aparadi. They're aparadis. It's a grievous offenders. You're God. Just laugh at them. Just laugh at them. You or God?
Yeah. Thank you, Prabhu. So it was nice to enjoy your class when you're
Thank you for your comments and appreciation, Prabhu. Anyone has any other question, comment? Ho gaya. Thank you very much for allowing me to speak to you today. Grantaraj Srimad Bhagvatam ki jai.
Thank you so much, Prabhuji, for this nectarian class. And you explained so nicely about how should a husband take care of his wife and what is the meaning of love and then the essence of Bhagvatam, 18,000 verses. So nicely, Prabhuji. Thank you so much. Hare Krishna. I don't have any question, but yeah.
Okay, thank you, Mataji. Okay, Srila Prabhupada ki jai, Vancha Kalpatu Vishra Kripa Sindhube Vishwa Pachetanam
Patitanam
Pavanebhyo
Pavanebhyo Vaishnavibhyo Namo Namaha. Anant Koti Vaishnavrinda ki jai, Namacharya Shri
Hari Hari.
Das Thakur ki jai, Shri Prabhupada ki jai, His Grace Sarvadrik Prabhuji ki jai. Thank you so much, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.